Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me this evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to set any requests for your well-being, and we will start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media. And from now through Christmas of 2023, there is a 20% off sale on all crystals and all distance gift certificates. Just head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com/shop, and you can see all of the inventory there. And I'm going to just type the coupon code in the chat. There we go. It's Shop Small 2023. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. It's wonderful to see y'all again. Let's go ahead, dive in, say hi to everyone, and start building this grid. Awesome. So, whoa. I don't know how the camera got that crooked, but here we are. Okay, and fantastic. So, as per usual, we're starting with a copper spiral. Copper helps to get energy moving. It breaks up blockages, and the mirror helps to deflect anything that we just don't need here, any energies that just don't need to be in our grid. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody, and then we will dive in and start making this grid. So let's see who all we have here. We have Still Not Still, Flower, Chris, Patty, Dell, Renee, welcome. Jenny, welcome back. Lila Ray, welcome back. Oh, fantastic. Let's dive on in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get everybody's request. I'm just going to take them from the top and keep going down so I don't miss anybody. But I will get everybody's requests. So let's see what all we've got here. And pardon me going back and forth between two screens. Okay, good stuff. So, whoop. There we go. So now we've got... Fantastic. So first request, Dell has some good ones. So Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace Agate. Okay, let's get those. Garnet, Super 7, Indigo Gabbro. Aventurine, Clear Quartz, Kambaba. And you can request by the theme of what you're looking to achieve or specific crystals, whichever is better for you. And selenite. Awesome. So let's start with some selenite. Selenite is so important that I actually keep some just south of the grid for every grid that we build. Selenite helps to reflect nothing but pure white light, so it keeps a nice pure space. It's also helpful for clearing the energy of your crystals. Just put your crystals onto a piece of selenite or near it, and you'll be able to gently clear all of that energy off. It also helps us to connect with our guides. Just be careful not to put these guys in water. But I'm going to go ahead and put a piece in here just to represent your intention. Clear quartz is an amplifier stone. It helps to boost the energy of the stones around it and of any intentions you might have. This is also a stone that you can hold and simply ask it to hold the energies of your intention and essentially make your own talisman. It can also stand in for any crystals you maybe don't have. So we'll go ahead and put that there. Kambaba stone is often called Kambaba jasper, but it's not really a jasper. It is fossilized blue-green algae. And this is an exceptional stone for the health and healing of planet Earth and the oceans and everything in nature. It also helps with plants to help them to flourish and thrive, and even for crops to have a larger yield. Great too for courage, confidence, and for things like learning languages, things that might be a little bit more challenging. Also helpful for connecting to your ancestral home and for ancestor connection. It also aids meditation. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a smaller one here. So thank you for requesting that one. Next is aventurine. This helps expand our vision of ourselves and what we're capable of. If we tend to think that I can't do that, or that, or that's just all beyond me. This is a stone that might help you to feel like, let me give it a try. Maybe I can do this. It's also helpful for heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, and fertility. So if you need a boost of confidence, if you need some encouragement to take on something that you find intimidating, consider green aventurine. Garnet helps with courage and creativity as well as practicality. This is a stone that helps you to get the most done in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort. It helps you to think of the best way to organize a room or your office or even your inbox and your email. And it also helps with finding balance and strength in times of change. It's the birthstone of January and has a decidedly Capricorn vibe. So that is garnet. Next is Super 7. This was a gift from Chris. Thank you for that. So this helps with working towards your larger goals and plans in life. Also really helpful for intuition in every way you can imagine, from telepathy to mediumship, tarot reading, however it is you connect to the other side and bring back messages, this can support it. Also helpful for strengthening your aura or energy field, bringing about a sense of peace and harmony, embodying a unity consciousness that we're all interconnected, and it can help with past life healing as well as healing the earth. So that is Super 7, which is comprised of 7 different minerals. There we go. Crazy Lace Agate helps with balance. It's excellent for dealing with any kind of phobias, and it helps with confidence, protection, and also healing the skin, the eyes, and also supportive for speech and any issues around speech. Helpful too for the heart and solar plexus, anyone who might have a totem of spider or a animal guide of spider, and helpful too for connecting to the energy of the past. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. And Indigo Gabbro, this one helps us to see the ways in which we get in our own way. It's like a really introspective stone. It's also really helpful for any kind of menstrual issues, menopause, really women's health in general. It helps to integrate our spiritual connection into our everyday life, and it's another booster of anything intuitive. Wonderful too for just in general following your heart. So that is Indigo Gabbro, which also goes by Mystic Merlinite. So let's go ahead and place these out here. I'm just going to adjust the lights here just a bit. Sorry about that. Okay, that looks good. So thank you for being here, Dell. It's good to see you. Yes, happy Friday, Victoria. It's good to see you. And Joanna, welcome back. Flower, good to see you. Okay, and the next request I have is from Renee, and welcome in. So baby sister and you need the stones to promote raising your self-esteem. Absolutely, we got you. So let's go ahead and bring in, for some self-esteem, some black onyx. And some yellow calcite. So black onyx is wonderful for grounding fear and anxiety, and also for processing and healing grief. But one of the more lesser known qualities that is really powerful is letting go of self-doubt and building self-esteem. It helps too with spiritual protection, and it's wonderful for ancestor connection. So we will bring in some black onyx. Okay, cool. And next we have that yellow calcite. This resonates with the solar plexus chakra, and that is your center of self-identity, free will, and following your wishes, dreams, and desires. It also helps with confidence and self-esteem in a big way. Helps with your center of self-identity, and also with setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Wonderful for setting priorities based on your wishes and desires rather than poo-pooing your wishes and desires and inserting in the wishes and desires of other folks, and helps too with releasing any need for approval of others. So yeah, that will help too. So there is yellow calcite. Thank you for being here. Lots of love to both of you, and all the best in your quest for raising your self-esteem. And awesome. Intentions for Dell: health, happiness, wealth, compassion, and to be in service to others. Let's bring in some pink kunzite. This is definitely a stone of compassion, of unity consciousness. I always feel very connected to the Kuan Yin when I hold pink kunzite. This is a stone that, though the Kuan Yin is an ascended master who chose to stay closer to Earth to help with the suffering here on Earth, so staying here out of compassion. This is a stone that can help you to connect with your own sense of altruism, and it can also help you connect with that unity consciousness, which is again what we put out into the universe. We really put out into ourselves that we're all interconnected. So we'll bring this in. That's very much like a sense of heart-centered purpose too. So that is pink kunzite. And let's see, health. Let's bring in some moss agate. This helps with keeping us well from any kind of infection, whether it's bacterial, viral, fungal, all of the above. It also helps with our sense of mental acuity if we're doing any kind of self-work or psychological work. This helps with connection to your higher self and your inner child. It's also superb for connecting to nature and for connecting to spirit and being able to feel spirit nearby. Helps to also connect with unconditional love. So put that in there. Wealth, we'll put some citrine in there. This helps to attract financial abundance and all the resources we need to survive and thrive. It also helps with making good financial decisions. It supports moving through addictions and compulsions. Wonderful for nausea and fibromyalgia, as well as balancing logic with intuition so that we can have some optimal decision-making skills. So there we go. So that is citrine. I'm going to go ahead and just clean up the grid. It looks a little crooked. Let's see what tarot card wants to jump out to volunteer itself. Ah, the 10 of tokens. Okay, so let's see. Yep. So if anyone needed a card in their day, the 10 of coins, the 10 of tokens, this is fulfillment of financial desires and resources and wealth. Generally, it's like the happy wife, happy life card, having enough financial abundance and money to support your family to live a good, stable life. So that's that card right there. So we'll put that over here for now. So awesome. We seem to be doing good. Thank you, Del. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Grace. Kath, I hope you're doing well. You're very welcome, Renee. And you're very welcome, Del. Rhodonite too. Okay. I will get to everybody's requests for sure. Okay, let's go. Divine help for quitting smoking for sure. Let's bring in some help here. Labradorite will help with Chris's requests and also support flower. One of the main uses here for Labradorite, and I'm just gonna adjust this. Okay. One of the main uses for Labradorite is to help you sleep better. It's also great for clairvoyance. That's your spiritual sight, your ability to see and visualize, intuition. And also helps with calming disputes and for harmonizing the workplace and helping everyone to get along. Wonderful too for detailed attention to things, like very fine attention to stuff, as well as enjoying travel. So that is Labradorite. There we go. This is also an excellent study stone if anyone is studying. Here we go. And we've got Peridot, Snowflake Obsidian. Amethyst. Amazonite is superb for the spine and spinal nerves. So it can be wonderful for the back and back pain. It's also helpful for encouraging you to take great care of yourself, especially if you're the kind of person who tends to think of everyone else and neglect yourself a little bit. This can be a little bit more balancing for you. Also helps with luck, as well as a sense of calm. So we will bring that in. So that is Amazonite. Next, we're going to go ahead in and bring some amethyst. Amethyst is very, very helpful when it comes to things like quitting smoking or any kind of new adventure into spirituality or any kind of self-improvement type work. This is one that helps with the concept behind the Serenity Prayer. Kind of like a fixing what needs fixing, leaving things alone. I'm having a moment. I can't even remember the Serenity Prayer. Oh yeah, change what you cannot accept what you cannot change, wisdom to know the difference. There we go. Also helps you to just generally not beat up on yourself while you're going through a process of self-improvement. So that is Amethyst. It's very much connected with a lot of addiction and recovery types of activities, from 12-step to lots of other things. We've got Snowflake Obsidian, which helps with releasing patterns and habits that are not serving you. It's wonderful for releasing feelings of guilt, and it helps to calm overstimulation and in general balance the body, mind, spirit connection. Also really helpful for finding serenity and inner peace, and for finding hope after loss. It's also a great stone for clairaudience. Clairaudience is our spiritual hearing, the guidance we hear. Next is Peridot. This is great for breaking bad habits. Also an excellent stone for any kind of digestive issue, whether it's acid reflux or Crohn's, IBS, etc. Helpful too for, this is another good one for releasing guilt, and also for, and for anger and jealousy too. Wonderful too for supporting a thriving friendship, helping to support those friendships that really help you to be the best version of yourself. So we will bring in Peridot. There we go. Got black onyx in there. Chrysocolla, Lemurian. Chrysocolla. Carnelian, rose quartz. Rose quartz helps with our sense of unconditional love. This helps us to support ourselves or anyone else if there's just an absence of, like a deficit of heart center energy. If you feel emotionally depleted, definitely go ahead and get yourself some rose quartz. Also helps us to be compassionate with ourselves and allows us to start to feel a little bit of a difference in terms of what we can expect or what we can deserve in terms of relationships. This is one that basically shifts us into this place of consistent, unconditional love and allows us to see if we're, say, having relationship issues, broadly speaking. This is one that says, okay, well, I do deserve something wonderful and beautiful that feels great. So that is rose quartz. There we go. Lemurian quartz helps with healing the past, including past lives. This is great for letting go of old past emotional pain from long ago traumas, especially ones that you may have been struggling with and feel like they're just out of reach. Helpful too for learning about yourself on that spiritual journey, which is such an important thing to take with you. Next is Chrysocolla. This helps to encourage us to follow our soul's purpose. Also very helpful for making decisions that are in alignment with your greater good, your greatest good. Helps too with finding new ways of connecting in terms of creativity, which can really allow a nice outlet for balance. So that is Chrysocolla. There we go. Carnelian is the stone of the sacral chakra. and relationships, broadly speaking. So that's the one-on-one, like intimate relationships in our lives, all the way out to just how we relate to the world around us. It also helps with creativity for sure, and it also helps us to call in a loving relationship, even a soulmate relationship. But anything having to do with healing wounds, colds, and allergies are also covered by this beautiful stone. But yeah, this is definitely the stone of sexuality, sensuality. There we go. We will bring that in. Beautiful deep orange carnelian. And blue apatite, Herkimer. Garnet's already in there, and we'll get some ruby. Ruby helps with love, fertility, and also is really empowering, giving you courage to be yourself, while also kind of lending some support when it comes to leadership skills and management. So that is beautiful, beautiful ruby. There we go. So you may know that diamonds are the hardest stone. They're a 10 on the Mohs scale. Ruby and sapphire are corundum, and they are a 9 on the Mohs scale. They are very, very tough stones. Next is blue apatite. This helps with our relationship with food. I must have dropped a couple of them earlier. I'll go find them later. But yeah, this is great for our relationship to food, as well as if you're looking specifically for weight loss or just a healthier way to look at food. This is wonderful. It's also really helpful for strengthening your energy feelings, your energy field, so you're less likely to take on the energy of others. Helps too with unlocking your soul's purpose and having the courage to enact it and walk that walk. Wonderful too for inner harmony and peace, and for addressing hostile audiences too. If you have to say something to a group of people that maybe don't want to hear it, this is a good one to have in your pocket. So let's go ahead and we'll actually use the bigger blue apatites today. So let's go ahead with blue apatite. Okay. Next is Herkimer, which can empower anything that we're manifesting. Also helps us to be in the present moment and can help balance metabolism. It's wonderful for harmonizing discordant energy, so anywhere that just feels like it just feels unbalanced in here. This is a good one to keep around. Also helpful for general relaxation and for intuition as well. So we will bring this in. Herkimer diamond isn't actually a diamond, purely speaking. It is a type of double terminated clear quartz that is found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. So there we go. So thank you so much, Chris. So good to have you here. Good to see you. I also want to bring in for you picture jasper. This is thought to be very helpful when it comes to smoking and quitting smoking. Picture jasper also helps us to see the big picture and envision future potential, future options. Like if you're brainstorming future plans, this is one to work with. Also really helpful for traveling or moving to faraway places, new cultures, and even new languages, and for new adventures as well as new ventures, like if you're starting a new business. Helpful too for the kidneys, as well as just seeing the big picture, seeing how everything kind of interrelates. But yeah, many folks find this helpful for quitting smoking, so I wanted to bring that in for you. So all the best to you. And hey, Kanta. I'm picking all the stones that are perfect for what you're working on. Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that, Kanta. Hey, Nicole. I hope you're doing well. Send all the good stuff, please, and thank you. Will do, and you're super welcome. Oh, awesome. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. So next is Still Not Still, request for emotional restoration and a peaceful evening. Ooh, I like that. Let's see, emotional restoration. Rose quartz is massively helpful for that, as is pink kunzite. Let's see what else we have. I feel like bloodstone. I kind of knew this was coming in today. And this also complements some other requests. So bloodstone, which also goes by the name heliotrope, is a very heart-centered stone that also works with the root. So supports our emotional center and our sense of like stability. This can be very helpful for lifting despair and also for kind of like emotional stamina. So this I think is going to be right up your alley. It brings a lot of perseverance to any kind of long-term emotional stuff going on. It's also helpful for relieving self-doubt, so that'll definitely prop up some self-confidence. And it helps with quieting the mind during meditation, energy work, or if you just find that your mind often races. So we'll bring this in. So I hope that that helps. And there we go. I feel like that's a good one. Okay. And another one too. Another one that's excellent for that is green onyx. Green onyx is excellent for sadness, grief, any kind of, it's another good one for like bringing in extra support for the emotions. It also helps with making decisions in alignment with your highest good, so it definitely complements chrysocolla in that way, and helpful for even on the more extreme side, like emotional shutdown, or when you have to move on even though you're still in emotional pain. Green onyx can be really helpful. Not all green onyx is this like deep green like that. A lot of times it's a very light green, almost like a pistachio type color. And that's that kind of specimen of green onyx you'll often see made into like cups and goblets and things like that. So hope you're doing well, Still Not Still. All the best to you. Support with positive energy, restful sleep, and more social energy for Victoria. Absolutely. So let's see. Restful sleep, labradorite, and amethyst. Let's see if there's some other stones that I don't think to use for sleeplessness. Let's check in with Cassandra Eason in the Crystal Handbook, because we've been getting a lot of requests around this lately. Ooh, I kind of know what I want to use. I think we looked this up last time. Yeah, we did. recommend smoky quartz. So let's bring that in. Smoky quartz, in addition to apparently helping with sleep, is great for clearing your energy and for protection, spiritual protection. And also it was used back, at least as far as the Middle Ages, to prevent theft of property. It also is very calming, and it helps to wind down worry and bring you into a more grounded place. So we can bring this in to help with your sleep. Let's actually just put a few in here. And we'll bring in malachite. Malachite can definitely help with sleep disturbances, including insomnia. And it's wonderful too for processing really difficult emotions so that we can leave them behind and move into the future, less held back by the pain of the past. Wonderful too for things like depression, anxiety, and arthritis and inflammation, as well as the liver, pancreas, and spleen, and for phobias and fears. And of course, I usually like to use this opportunity to remind us that I don't feel like we need to eschew more modern medicine. Do all the things that help. I take antidepressants, and I do the Reiki, and I work with crystals, and I meditate, and I do all the things that work. And I encourage you to come here and share anything that you need. I'll support you in all the ways that I can, but nothing I do is meant to be a replacement for anything else. It's like a complement for everything else. Everything else that you feel is a good idea for your well-being. And let's see, social energy, definitely. Let's see. Let's do some bumblebee jasper, because this will be physical energy. It'll definitely help with social stuff and just positivity too. This is bumblebee jasper, which has quite a bit of sulfur and arsenic in it, so definitely be careful with the stone. It helps with mental focus, with physical energy, with vitality, and with, in general, like encouragement, making you want to like sink your teeth into things and get things done, especially work. This helps to support you to get things done, whether you're working alone or with others. It's got a great like kind of team complement to it, so it'll definitely help with social energy. And it also helps with just positivity, confidence, and motivation all around. So yeah, we'll bring this in. This is another stone that helps to boost anything you might be manifesting as well. So there you go. That's bumblebee jasper. And I feel like that's a good help. So thank you. And good to see you, Victoria. Is it okay to do both? Oh, so Del, you're asking if it's okay to request specific crystals and set intentions? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Joanna, my sweater reminds you of leopard skin Harper. Oh, I think it might be leopard skin Jasper. Gotcha. Okay, let's do that. Leopard skin jasper helps us to connect with our animal companions and bring them lots of healing. Also helps us to better connect with our animal guides, and for also attracting a soulmate. Wonderful too for anything that's impacting your skin, as well as coordination and balance. So that is leopard skin jasper. So we'll bring that in. And Patty's got some good requests too. So let's see. Sugilite, I think I still have here. Yep. Sugilite, red tiger eye, sodalite, kunzite. Sodalite, red tiger eye. Kunzite and rose quartz is in there. Pyrite, peacock, dragon blood. So let's start with those. Azurite is a superb stone for creativity and for insight and intuition, as well as awakening your spiritual self. Helps with relieving worry and indecision, and also wonderful for gaining spiritual wisdom and connecting with your guides. Helps too with dissolving blockages and obstacles in your path. Wonderful for quieting your mind when meditating, and also helpful for spinal alignment as well as muscle spasms. And I tend to struggle with muscle spasms, so I could definitely use this too. But that is azurite. Peacock ore or chalcopyrite, wonderful for executive function. So if you have ADD, ADHD, PTSD, or any other thing that kind of impacts that, this can be really helpful. It's also excellent for rebirth and kind of coming into a new version of yourself. So we will, for now, because this is such a big piece, I will just kind of put it here. Actually, I'll put it here. Nope, because then you can't see it. There we go. Okay. Red tiger eye is very protective spiritually and in the mundane. This is one that can help protect you against regular bullies, people who are trying to cause you harm and pain emotionally, even in work or things like that. Also helpful for malevolent spiritual work and for manifesting abundance and financial abundance specifically in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. Dragon's blood helps with grief and loss, and it can help you find your way out of self-pity. Like, being honest with your emotions and grieving and being sad is absolutely normal, natural, absolutely. But sometimes we get stuck in that like pit of self-pity. This can help you break out of that. Also helpful for patience with yourself and the strength and courage to learn from your mistakes and create lasting change in your life. Helpful for the immune system as well as the nervous system, and great for optimism, happiness, and wisdom in general. So that is dragon's blood. Sodalite is one of the most powerful stones of communication that there is. We're coming up close to a Mercury retrograde, and if you find that those really impact you in terms of communication, this stone is very helpful. So it's also helpful for coming to terms with aspects around aging, as well as with any issues around menopause. Helps with grounding impulses, so it actually could be quite good for quitting smoking. And it's another stone that I would recommend for homesickness as well. So that is sodalite. Let's go ahead and bring some in here. Coming up next is opal, sacred to many shamanic cultures, and this is fire opal, by the way. This helps with the shaman going into the spirit realms to do healing. This is more like a cloaking agent, so that any entities or energies that would cause that shaman harm would maybe just not even notice that they're there. Also, this is thought to be very helpful for manifesting abundance. So we'll bring in opal. Pyrite also helps with financial abundance. It's fool's gold, and we like to think that it brings in the real stuff too. It helps with the brain and memory, as well as fever and just general health and healing of the lungs. It's a wonderful stone of opening up to intuition while also having protection. So it's like, yes, I'm opening the gate to listen, but I also have a bit of a filter. So it's helpful with that. Also helps the body to make the most of Reiki during a session. So we definitely love it here. Sugilite helps with unity consciousness, the awareness that we are all interconnected, and what we put out into the world, we put back into ourselves. a deeply spiritual stone that is quite rare, difficult to find, especially in the States. And if you're interested in jewelry made of sugilite, I definitely recommend Rainbows of Healing. They are my Reiki teachers in Pennsylvania. They just got some sugilite jewelry in. It is incredibly rare that I see sugilite jewelry, so just putting that out there. So that will go here. But yeah, that's a good one for like world peace in general. Honey calcite helps with attracting the people into our lives that are in our best interest right here and now. Also helps with menopausal women, which it may not look it, but I am one, and for optimism when times are their most challenging. Oh, hi! That's a Hattie cat. Hattie. Yeah, your sister's on my lap. Are you going to make room for yourself too? Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Here, why don't you come up on this? Or you can drink my water. Yeah, go ahead, drink my water. You know you're gonna anyway. Yeah, the girls have been, yeah, come on up. Yeah. Pile of kittens. Pile of kittens in my lap. Oh, and purrs. Yeah, sharing your purrs. Sharing your purrs. Since the kittens have grown into adult-sized cats, they are so frustrated that they can't both fit in my lap at the same time. Hello, yes, you're very cute. Hello, yes. Yes, you two can both share my lap. If you don't mind being cozy. Okay. And let's see, I'll put another piece of honey calcite here. Next, we'll bring in, I did see the request for rhodonite. Rhodonite helps with healing a broken heart, whether that's due to grief or a breakup or divorce. It's also very helpful for the lungs, allergies, autoimmune stuff, as well as healing the impacts of past emotional abuse and healing insecurities. Also very helpful for balancing yin and yang energies in the body. Are we having a changing of the guard? Okay, there we go. And awesome. Oh, rose quartz is in there already, Del. Hey, Samantha. You're welcome, Still Not Still. I agree, Victoria. Yeah. Everything is just complimentary. And hey, Michelle, welcome back. And yeah, it's good to kind of keep our eye on not just all going into one category. All the different things together can be healing. Let's also bring in some Sectarian. And I will get to everybody's requests, I promise. Sectarian, Chevron Amethyst, Aquamarine, and Aqua Aura. So aquamarine can be really beneficial for forgiveness and deflecting really immature, low vibe, petty behavior. It's the anti-Karen stone. It's also helpful for teeth and gums, as well as circulation and getting fluids moving through the body and bringing about justice. It's a very may justice prevail kind of stone. Next is Chevron Amethyst, which helps us to connect with spirit, with our guides, and also helps us with tolerance of others. It helps us with manifesting and for clairvoyance. So whether you're seeing in dreams, or if you scry, or if you do any kind of shamanic journey work, this is an exceptional stone to work with. Helps too with any kind of degenerative diseases. So let's go ahead and bring in some. Chevron amethyst. Septarian helps with muscle pain and spasms, as well as wound healing. And it can be wonderful for your solar plexus. So this is another one that can help with self-esteem for sure. As we do our self-healing and we start to face certain things about our past and about ourselves and the roots of our behaviors and our tendencies and our beliefs, this is a stone that can help us to get comfortable with being vulnerable in that space, which really helps accelerate the healing. Also helps with identifying all of those things at the root of our challenges. So yeah, emotional growth and emotional maturity. So let's go ahead and put a piece here and a piece here for now. We'll see where they end up. Aqua Aura is thought of as being excellent for things like depression. And this type of stone is actually, it started its life as clear quartz. It will go back to being clear quartz at some point. But this was put through a man-made process, which actually involved the use of gold. And it's so there's not a ton of information on these stones, and you won't find many people using them because they are altered and they feel like, leave them as they are. Fair point. But I have found it to be really helpful. So let's bring that in. Okay, awesome. And yeah, and all the rest are in there. So thank you, Patty. I'm glad I could get all your requests. Yep, and I got the rhodonite in there. Flower, you want some sleep attention? We got sleep. We got we got sleep. We got malachite, labradorite, smoky quartz, and there was one more. But yeah, we've got all the sleep stones. So let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Flower. It's good to see you, and I hope that you sleep well. I hope the meds are working well. Kath, intentions moving out of lethargy and apathy, increasing motivation, coping with grief and sadness, and seeking love in all areas of life. Absolutely. So moving out of lethargy and apathy is definitely a bumblebee jasper type thing, but I'll also bring in another great stone for that, which is polychrome jasper. This is a stone that can be very helpful with breaking through indifference and reigniting not only your passions in life, but your passion for your purpose. Helps with that kind of confidence, which is definitely a theme today. For those of you who are new, it never fails. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. We always have so much overlap in terms of what we're going through. How it shows up and the specifics in our lives are always going to be different. But when we bring it down to brass tacks, we're going through a lot of the same things. This also helps with joint health, physical movement, and connected with your Earth Star chakra. That is more or less where we get to the place of being able to act on our soul's purpose and kind of like walk the walk of bringing that together. So that is polychrome jasper. So I hope that that helps. Coping with grief. We have a lot of good grief stones. Dragonstone, as well as black onyx and green onyx, are all excellent for grief. Also, rhodonite is excellent for grief. Sadness, definitely green onyx. That's what I would have chosen for you if it wasn't already there. And love in all areas of life. We've got some good love stones, but we definitely got more. Let's bring in moonstone. This helps with connection to the cycles, rhythms, and patterns of nature, and especially lunar cycles. If you do any kind of full moon, new moon type of practice and worship, this is a great stone. Also helps with connection to the divine feminine, as well as ancient and sacred wisdom, particularly around healing and women's health and energy. Wonderful too for intuition, protection during travel, and definitely attracting love, particularly a really meaningful relationship like a soulmate, if you will. So let's go ahead and bring in some moonstone for you. It also helps with divine timing and trusting divine timing, which is always so much easier said than done. So let's bring this in. That's moonstone. Moonstone can look so many different ways and be so many different colors. Good to see you, Kath. I'm glad you're here. Grace, it's good to see you again. Catherine, good to see you. Let's see. Request something for patience, creativity, safe travels, money manifestation, and connecting with your spirit guides. Definitely. So let's do patience first. Let's see. Patience. My favorite one for patience is dumortierite. And not only does it help with patience, it helps with things like anger and frustration. It helps to improve situations that seem beyond hope. It helps with nervous dogs, and it also encourages you to stand up for yourself when needed. It's also helpful for ligaments and tendons, so just putting that out there, but that is dumortierite. So let's bring this. We really filled this grid, didn't we? Boop, 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 boop. Let's bring this. Oh, you wouldn't be able to see them on that side. Well, I'll bring them in. Let's see. There we go. Okay, dumortierite. And creativity, our best creativity stones are in there, and that's azurite as well as carnelian. Safe travels, we have moonstone is very helpful. Let's also bring in some tourmalinated quartz. This is black tourmaline going through quartz, and black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy. Going through quartz always like kind of turns up the volume on what that stone can do, but especially when it's going through it. This is a stone that helps to break up really old stuck energy, like old traumas, old patterns, old pain. Also helps with breaking up blockages within the body. It's thought to break up scar tissue on the body and in the body, as well as in the emotions. Wonderful for finding new jobs, new gigs, new revenue streams of any kind, and for fortune and luck. It's also very protective of travelers, particularly by car, but not exclusively, and moonstone definitely has your back there too. So that is tourmalinated quartz. There we go. Money manifestation, we've got all the good stones for money manifestation. And connecting with your spirit guides. We've got some good ones for that too. Let's see, there's some other good ones. Let's bring in celestite. This can help us to connect with our guides as well as our angels, and can also aid with discernment, being able to say like, wait, is that what I'm thinking? Is that what I'm intuiting? Is that just what I'm feeling? Is this based on a memory of something else? This helps with telling those things apart. And it's also helpful with all manner of physical pain. But yeah, connection with your higher self even too. But yeah, wonderful for connection to your guides and your angels. Let's put this on top of the moonstone, which also aids intuition. So there we go. There we go. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Catherine. I'm so glad you're here. Have an awesome, awesome session today. Oh, you love it when I clean up the grid and you get excited to see the card. I will keep that in mind. Oh, and yeah, Patty brings up a good point. At 4 o'clock, so many folks were here that had just injured their feet. Watch your feet, everybody. And definitely hit that like button. Thank you for the reminder. I always forget the YouTuber stuff. Nicole, all the good stuff. Absolutely. I don't have orca agate. I have ocean agate that I have to look up and spend some time with later, but I don't have orca agate. I do have lepidolite. So here is lepidolite. Lepidolite is lithium mica, and it definitely has a variety of different impacts if you take it internally. Lithium mica is lithium. It's everything like we have in our electronics, but it's also what's been used as a mental health medication since the ancient Greeks. All the way up until now, it's a prescription even in the United States and has been since like the 40s. However, I know there's definitely lots of YouTubers that'll say, yeah, just like crush it up and put it in your water. And please don't do that. It's got a lot of different impacts on different people, including the paradoxical impact, which is rather than mood boosting and stabilizing, destabilizing. We don't need that. Wow. Are you saying hi? You want to come up? You want to say hi?
Do you want to say hello?
I hear you saying the woo-wows.
Order, Buddha. Order, Buddha. Oh, you're so tall. Oh, you're so tall. Oh, you're so tall. Yes, you're so tall. Yes, you're so tall.
Oh, Gertie. Gertie and Hattie. But yeah, lepidolite also helps with soothing, calming, and really understanding the emotions, as well as helping to notice and acknowledge and unearth any kinds of thoughts or habits or patterns that are holding you back that you can release. Wonderful too for discernment about should I stay, should I go type questions. So that is lepidolite. Yeah, don't crush up stones and put them in water. That's yeah, especially when we talk about the ones with arsenic and stuff. No. Let's see. Michelle Bray, a throat chakra crystal for your brother, please. Absolutely. Aw, so much purr. Well, you're doing your purr, which sounds like a snore, but it's beautiful. Let's see. Throat chakra stones. Let's bring in some blue lace agate. This can help with expression, and actually sodalite that I put in earlier is excellent for the throat chakra too. This helps with expressing our emotions, but also anything that's difficult to express and say. It helps support the throat. It also supports any kind of sore throat, skin allergies, and tension headache, and can be wonderful as a healer for things like arthritis and fractures, so healing broken bones and things. So that is a good throat chakra stone. I think you can hear the Gertie purr, can you? Her purr and her snore are very similar. Okay, Michelle, I hope that helps, and let me know if it does. But yeah, sodalite and the blue lace agate together will be exceptional for throat chakra. So much alignment in here. A crystal for shadow work and inner child, absolutely. So for shadow work, my favorite ones are indigo gabbro, which you had, which shadow work, by the way, is when we kind of face the parts of ourselves that we don't normally see. That's like the ways in which we don't realize it, but we kind of get in our own way, trip ourselves up. That's shadow work. That's doing that deep healing work that you might do in therapy or on your own or both. Indigo gabbro is excellent for it, as is septarian is excellent for it. They're my two favorite stones for that kind of work. So that's wonderful. For inner child, there's a number of stones that are helpful for that. Moss agate is in there, and that's helpful for it. But I'm also going to bring in fuchsite. This helps with connection to fun and joy and just enjoying fun for the sake of fun, not for anything else, which can be super restorative and help you to regenerate and renew your spirit. Helpful too for definitely inner child work as well as carpal tunnel. It encourages good amounts of like physical play, like even getting into craft time and things like that, as well as spinal alignment. And I didn't realize it, but also sleep disturbances. I always forget that about this stone. So for those of you who are coming in with sleep issues, this is another one that can help. So I'm going to bring in that fuchsite. Let's see. Let's actually do... Oh yeah, we'll put them opposite where the dumortierite was. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So that is fuchsite. All the best to you, Dell. Samantha, ear infection. Oh no, and TMJ pain, neck and back pain, anxiety around jobs and family relationships. The infection stone is in there. It's moss agate. And the stone for healing animals, leopard skin jasper, is already in there too. Let's bring in, for physical health, depression. My favorite depression stones, as someone who struggles with depression, aqua aura, malachite, and red jasper. For general health, I'm going to bring in tree agate. This is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, and you may be familiar with the chakras. Well, they're kind of the bigger parts of that system. There's parts of our energy anatomy that help move energy down to the smallest tiny places in our body, and they're called nadi. It's N-A-D-I in English. This stone helps to harmonize and balance the flow of energy on all levels and in all ways, regardless of the nature of your imbalances. So it's very highly regarded as a general health and well-being stone. So we will bring that in. Oop, there we go. And red jasper. In addition to being helpful for things like depression, this is also a great stone for just emotional support for long-term types of things like illnesses and injuries. It's very grounding. It helps us to ground our emotions and feel in our physical body. Wonderful for empowerment, as well as standing up against bullying and injustice. Helps too with psychic and spiritual protection, and in general bringing a lot of balance and healing to the root chakra, which is our center of vital needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear, and safety. So there you go. And I hope things get better for you soon, Sam. For TMJ, neck pain, back pain, we have Amazonite, which will help with back pain. But let's bring in some howlite for joint pain. So this is great for joints and bones, as well as teeth, and can help with anything from like chronic pain, aches and pains, all the way to like deeper healing and even helping to, say, strengthen the bones. I struggle with bone density issues myself. This also is really helpful for anger, resentment, and frustration. So let's bring this guy in. And I hope that this helps with some of the like TMJ, as well as some of the other pains too. Definitely with back pain, this will help. Oop. Oop, I'm making a mess. Hang on. Oh no. There we go. There we go. All right, tidied up. All cleaned up. Now where are we going to put you? Oh, are you tired of my stuff? Are you tired of me? It's okay, Gertie. It's okay. Let's see, will you do the same thing? Nope. Okay, stay there. Awesome. And yeah, I really do hope things get better soon for you, Sam. Dell has a lovely quote. The past is history. The future is a mystery. But the present is a gift. Love it. Manifesting meeting soulmate and friends. We've got all the soulmate stones out there. And for friends, we've got honey calcite. For sure. So much synchronicity tonight. Rose quartz is in there. Oh, Heart. Hey, how you doing? I lost my place. I don't have clear opal, but I am working on getting it. I have to work with a jeweler to get it, but I do know jewelers. I'm very lucky for that. Something for headache? Pink tourmaline. This is excellent for migraine and for nerve pain, as well as any kind of gynecologic issue, whether it's endometriosis or painful menses or anything GYN related. This is very helpful. Also helps with mother and child bonding, so definitely helpful for Jenny's nephews. Wonderful too for breaking down a negative self-image so that we can form a new image of ourselves that's a little bit more grounded and positive, and helpful for spinal injuries and muscle weakness. So we will bring this in. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and place you there. Heart. Wonderful Reiki people. I'm just on for a little while. Sit with your hubby soon. Long week. Yeah, it was a long week. You're welcome, Michelle. Oh, you could hear her purring. I'm so happy. Something for mood swings. Pink tourmaline can help with that, with hormones in that regard. And the other one that can help is lepidolite, which is here. This is good for mood. So yeah, there you go. That will be helpful. Also, I'm going to bring this one in too. Unakite. This one can be helpful for hormone stuff and really anything having to do with women's health. It's also helpful for quitting smoking. So this one will be good for Chris. Wonderful too for heart and circulation, moving body fluids. Great for metabolism and for fertility, labor, delivery, postpartum, prenatal, all of the above. And for good relationships, loving relationships, and loving marriages. Go. I think we're getting into the yeah, I think we're there. So let's go ahead and do that thing that you all are already beating me to. So go on ahead in. Help me lift the energy of the space that we are all sharing and the space that you are in by going ahead, hit that like button if you haven't already, and then head into the chat and share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all, and it will absolutely lift your energy faster than pretty much anything else. I will describe what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of your session, and then we're going to get into the healing. So thank you all for being here and inspiring this amazing grid. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so happy to have you here with me this evening. If you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com for all of the information. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media. And from now through Christmas, there is a coupon code to help you save 20% on all crystals and all gift certificates for distance sessions. That coupon code I'll type into the chat now. It is Shop Small 2023, and that is good through Christmas of 2023. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing in the West, but specifically I have trained in Usui Reiki. This particular style was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan, at a time where you could not teach anything that could even be misconstrued as religion. It was a bad time if you did. So this is a very spiritual art, but yet completely secular, and I think that's why we love it in the West so much. The understanding of what energy is at the foundation of Usui's system, that comes from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, which very much flavors their cultural understanding of energy and life and death. And in Shintoism, everything and everyone is interconnected. And spirit, however you define it in this case, provides this soul-affirming energy that allows our body, mind, and spirit to come into the best balance and harmony and healing that they can for us, moment to moment, whether or not we're aware of it. Reiki actually translates to spiritually guided soul energy. So as we go through tonight, what I'll essentially be doing is connecting to that energy source and directing even more of it to you, supporting your body, mind, and spirit to do what they already do, even more. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may rise up or get released. Mentally, you may hear your subconscious. You may be able to logically think some things through that you've been struggling with lately. Spiritually, you may get some big awakenings or truths or intuitions. And you may also have a wonderfully healing nap, and that's encouraged too. More than likely, your exact session is going to look like the perfect blend of all of the above. So during the session, what do you do to make the most of it or actually get the healing? Well, all you have to do is be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So all you need to do, I suggest, find a comfy place, sit up, lay down, whatever feels best for you, and the Reiki will be there. You don't have to stay still though. You can use this time to journal, stretch, bend, do yoga, play some music, whatever feels right to you. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. Whatever feels right to you is awesome. And certainly if you need to get up and get a cup of tea or a blanket, absolutely do it. At no point in time do you have to focus on anything or keep your mind silent. You can just be. And also, if you get distracted or feel like you want to go a little deeper into the session, just take a deep breath in and out, and you'll naturally sink more into the session. I will send this healing to you for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point do they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, so you can go ahead and check out her YouTube channel. She's another creator here, or you can check out her website. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out. And at that time, I'll be able to re-engage with you in chat, answer any questions, or even hear your experiences if you feel like sharing. And we'll take it from there. But yeah, there's no wrong way to enjoy this. And also, if you're watching this on a delay, if you're watching this as a rerun, guess what? Reiki energy, it isn't as limited as our human energy. Reiki energy can be everywhere all at once, even though we as humans can only be in one place at one time. So whenever you find this video, the energy is there for you. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need a session and I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, pick any old video, and you'll be feeling better in no time. Thank you so much for being here. I am here 5 times a week, same days, same times every week. So you can make this a part of your regular healing routine. And it's really, honestly, an honor to have y'all here. So let's go ahead back in, take a peek at that crystal grid that y'all inspired, and get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. You really hit it out of the park this time. Well done, everyone. Well done. It looks a little messy, but it's okay. Just a few of the crystals jumped out at different times. Let's see. There we go. Wonderful. Oh, I love this. Nancy, I love that. Oh, that's beautiful, Nancy. And welcome in. All of these are so beautiful. Thank you. So everyone, enjoy your session. I will be here for you sending Reiki for 25 minutes. And I hope that you enjoy your session. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back. Gently stretch, move, or bend as you intuitively feel to do so. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. I hope you feel better. And if you have any questions or anything to share, please go right ahead. And my next live stream will be Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And you all are absolutely welcome to join me then. You're welcome, Catherine. You have a good weekend too. I'm getting to teach Reiki 1 this weekend, so I'm super happy. Thank you, Joanna. Much love to you too. It's always wonderful to see you. The cats are curled up on the couch with their electric blanket. Yes, thank you so much. It was a very inspired grid. All of you played a role in it, and thank you. And thank you, Joanna. Oh, Heart, great to see you. Lots of love to you and to Walt. And Dell, you're so welcome. May we all walk in beauty. Lots of love to you and Lori. Oh, same to you, Victoria Parade. You're so welcome, Patty. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, a blessed week, a blessed December, a blessed all of it. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here unless anyone has any questions. Oh, I'm so glad. Still not still. I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you rest well. Oh, Renee, that's wonderful. I'm glad. Awesome. Love to you all. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back Sunday at 8 p.m., but I'm here 5 times a week. You can always drop in. And remember, if you ever need a session and I'm not here, check out the Past Healing live stream playlist. It's always there for you. Lots of love Take care of yourselves. I hope to see you again soon, and bye for now.